Hi, everybody, and today I'm here with an extremely special episode. I have two very inspirational people with me. You might have heard them on social media, the Fat Ride Mansoor and Eat Clean Training Nikita. So rather than me introducing them, I'm going to let them tell them a little bit about themselves to you. Nikita, you can start.
Hey guys, I'm Nikita. I'm a singer, I'm a power lifter, and I'm here to share my journey with Annabelle.
Mansoor.
Yeah. Sorry. Hi guys. My name is Mansoor and I'm actually from Bombay. Currently into fitness and a hotelier by profession.
How many years ago did both of you start your fitness journey?
My journey had started in 2015, like with my clean eating and working out. I was introduced to powerlifting in 2014,
Okay.
and it's been a journey since then, like a consistent journey.
Okay. So since 2014, you would
Yeah,
say?
2014.
So since 2016 I have been all in for this and I've been training according to my goals, eating according to my goals and everything as it's decided.
So what about before 2016? You're saying that you did start, but it wasn't as
Uh,
serious?
So
Or-
started wasn't serious because didn't have the right path to go through. Like I had no idea how do I take this ahead and what has to be eaten, what is right, what is wrong, training patterns, cardio sessions. Had no idea about all this. So with time, as and when I met more people, met my coach where he guided the right way.
Was 2016 when you met your
Oh
coach
yes,
as well?
yeah. Towards 2016 is when I met him in 2015.
Okay.
Started with him in 2016 and I've been with him for like till now and forever.
Awesome. Do you have a coach as well? Who helped you with your journey?
So 2014 and 15 is when I started this journey with a lot of knowledge that I didn't have before. I was introduced to the gym in 2010, 2009, 2010 when I was in my late teens. And back then I thought that, that 1 hour in the gym was like, the best thing, and the 24 hours that were there, nothing could stop that hard work that I put in that 1 hour. But it's the total
Not
opposite of
bad,
that.
yeah.
It's all about eating right and training. And
That 1 hour in the gym is super easy. It's what you do after.
Earlier,
right?
I thought even like going to the gym once or twice or thrice a week was like the best thing, and that's the only thing we needed. But it's totally not that. So, like I said, it's taken all these years, a whole lot of time to reach this position where I know what I'm doing. I know, like spending time in the gym is not all you need. You also need to put in focus all the remaining hours that you're not in the gym, and you have access to food, you have access to so many distractions.
Spending time in the gym
Yeah.
is actually the recreation part
Exactly.
of it.
Yeah.
Like
that's
that-
when you're actually
Yeah,
busy.
like that's when
that's
you're having
true. You don't
fun.
think of
Training is fun.
I've had a lot of trainers, and I've had a trainer when I just started off. So he, in fact, introduced me to weight training.
Okay.
And I always wondered how come, isn't there something where we could, some kind of meet or a sports meet where we could lift heavy weights. And I always knew weightlifting existed, but I had no clue about powerlifting. And that's when, this whole powerlifting journey came in much later after I, aced all my gym workouts and stuff. I got introduced to powerlifting. I got to know about, powerlifting involves bench, squat, and deadlift. And that's when I was super interested in it because it's something I enjoy doing,
Yeah.
like lifting heavy weights. And so I had a different set of coaches for my powerlifting
For the
moves.
powerlifting.
And I've always had one consistent workout partner with me. And that's sort of been the whole weight training journey, powerlifting.
And how you got into that?
Yeah.
Was your training different from when you started to how it is
Yes,
now?
yes. Earlier I had like
What was the transition there?
what she said, like she had no idea about what lifts are. Like only when she entered powerlifting is when she knew there are 3 lifts, like most important. Same way, like even I had no idea. Like I was the normal gym boy going to the gym, bicep curls, like everyone, bicep day, every day gun day. So I was one of them. But then slowly, steadily,
You start meeting people, right?
started
And they
meeting
start
people,
introducing you to-
like knowing a lot more things on social media, following a lot more people, like how it has to be done, following a lot coaches, too many people on the net is when I realized, like things are wrong. And now slowly, steadily, I think I'm learning and I think I've reached somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Could you guys tell us what was your starting point? Like, what was the heaviest weight? Because I'm gonna show pictures later on from the before and after, but I'd like you to tell us a little bit about
My
that.
before pictures are very funny. Nobody laughs on my pictures. So started at 163, 64 is when I started, and came down to 90 at my lowest, like lean, but didn't like how the way I looked. Like I said, didn't like the way I looked.
Yeah.
So I started putting on a little mass, and been two years now. I've been trying to train and trying to eat well, trying to gain a little.
Focus is building muscle,
Yeah,
right?
focus on building
Yeah.
muscle at the right places. Like try not holding on fats. If I think I become fatty, change my diet, switch my diet again and again. This is one thing that I like through the year. Shifting diet, shifting training program, shifting training timings. Like you don't do cardio now, do cardio now. So I like it. I think I more than anything being in the journey, I enjoy the journey. Like this is my recreation. My journey is my recreation. I enjoy doing this.
So with me, it's been a very challenging thing in terms of numbers and weight. Another thing you don't know about me is that I suffer from asthma, and I didn't mention it to you earlier. I totally slipped my mind, and it caused me like to not be able to do a lot of cardio activities, and I always lacked in progressing in any sport because of that. You have low stamina, and then probably you're always sick because of dust and pollution and weather change and stuff. So this journey has been about also strengthening my capacity to be like athletic, and like with losing fat, it makes me work out better. It increases my stamina, and initially I just wanted to lose weight. I didn't know how I was doing it. I just said, yeah, I'm going to eat like I'm going to eat. You have all these random diets. You eat small portions. You do
Small
this.
portion.
You do that.
Right.
You eat 6 times
Cut
a
the
day. You
carbs,
eat one meal
all
a day.
that.
Eventually, I realized it was all you can't defeat a calorie surplus, and I realized that much.
Deficit.
Deficit.
No, if I'm in a calorie surplus.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
the powerlifting. We forgot about that.
If I'm in a calorie surplus, I'm never gonna lose weight. That's what I mean. Like, there's nothing you can do that can defeat a calorie surplus. So at the end of the day, no matter what diet you follow, whether it's keto, whether it's your high fat, high protein, and
Right, paleo, like all of these things.
you still have to be in a calorie deficit. So once I realized that, that's when I've lost around 25 kilos.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, eventually, probably by the end of this year, I'm gonna put out numbers of my starting weight and the current weight that I am. Like I'm mid journey,
Yeah.
and so probably by the end of the year, I'm gonna discuss numbers and reveal.
Okay, fair enough.
That's gonna be the reveal where I speak about my highest weight and the low.
I'm really interested, like, at what point were you like, I need to change, I want to do something about the situation that I'm in? Like, what hit you? Did you have like a moment like that?
So this is something that personally I wouldn't say this on camera, but don't mind now that I'm over it. That initially the way people look, the way I was looked at, I was really bothered. Like
Yeah.
everywhere I passed from, and I knew I was big, but in school and colleges, there were friends. They see me every day, so it's not a big thing. Like they don't say anything, or they don't make a fuss of it. But when I came to my work and when I got a job and things changed, like that's when I realized like this is a big thing. Like you can't stay like this. Like so I really wanted to get in shape, and like desperate to get back to a good physique. So I started training after that, and also there's one more thing, I like wearing clothes, and I never used to get clothes. So like XLs were not in limit, like XXXX, XX. So I was like, need to start now.
All right. What about
So
you? Did you
with
have a
me, I
turning
think
point?
that there was never like one point. I have so many memories. All of us have been bullied. We've all had like people calling us names, and you can be fair, you can be dark, you can be fat, you can be thin. No matter what, people are going to call you names.
People are still gonna
Tall
exactly.
and short. So I've had so many instances with people on the road calling you names. I'm sure.
Yeah, like
you've
body
had the same
shaming.
thing.
My thing was body
There's
shaming
so
basically.
much of body shaming. I mean, even now when I'm lifting and I upload a video, people like there are a lot of people, men mostly, that say, "Oh, those are fake plates." So
Oh my gosh.
and I like it doesn't affect me because I
Right.
like you reach a point where you're like
Unbothered
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. um I took this step like to get like, I just needed to get that education towards nutrition. I've always loved being in the gym. Like I said, like I can live there. I love lifting weights. I love trying out new activities, whether it's functional, HIIT, kickboxing.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, my weight training, I just can't leave it.
Yeah.
But
That was the missing
I
link.
always wanted to be. I want to achieve a fit body. A fit body. I don't need to be thin. I don't need to be, a certain type. But I want to be able to be on that level where there's nothing that from my side that I'm lacking in. So I can just excel at all these different kinds of sports. So the instance was probably when I'm like I've been in the gym, but like people are coming and asking me, how do you do this, how do you work out, like can you help us, give us some advice on the squat move or the deadlift, how do you do it, even we are girls, we love seeing you like this. So I said, why not like get healthier, get my nutrition in track, and that everyone wants to look
Our
a
goals are
certain-
different.
yeah
She wants to move towards where her whole idea is to stay fit. I have shifted from fit in just looking aesthetic.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's each
I-
one's goal,
Exactly.
whatever makes you happy.
For me, like it's only about looks. Like really, I know I'm not fit.
Freaking honesty over here.
I
Love
know
that.
I'm not fit. Like I will not be able to run like 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers. I wouldn't be able to do like 100 jumping jacks. But I'm sure when I'm going to wear a shirt, I'm going to look good. Like so, for me, it is about that.
Understood.
Yeah, we're on opposite sides.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever? I don't know. I kind of want to ask, like, were there any setbacks, or did you ever feel like, screw this, I want to give up, I'm not meant for this, or I don't know. Like, did you have supportive people around you?
100 times I think like this every time when I do cardio, I come back home, my legs are hurting in the night. When we are training, we are on a calorie deficit, cramps in the body. Like every time anything like this happened, I was like this whole contemplation of the thing, like why am I doing this?
To
Like
myself.
why? Like this suffering, my calves are hurting, my leg is hurting, everything's hurting. Why am I doing this? But then it's just worth the process. It's like all in, like that's the life.
That challenge.
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Pushing yourself.
challenge, yeah.
For me, a setback or a low point is when I don't see any change. If I don't see any improvement, not just in terms of the scale, but also like
Like your lifts, you're saying?
yeah, if I'm just stuck somewhere, I'm sure there's so
Like you
many
hit a
people are
plateau.
always at a plateau.
Yeah.
And if I can't see progress in something, I'm like, there's something going wrong. I'm not doing something right. And it's like, for that one moment, you're like, let's let it go. I don't want to do it anymore. But I can't stay out of the gym.
Yeah,
I
it.
love being there. I love doing all these activities.
Yeah.
I'm
like
surrounded
the
by
happy
people
place.
who enjoy it. The
Yeah.
good thing is that the people I love and the people that I socialize with, they are always with me in the gym, and I'm with them in the gym. So
It's so important to have like people around you. that
yeah,
are
everyone
super
wants to go
like-minded,
either for
yeah.
a run or we meet up, but we have to go to the gym first. So you want to go for a movie, but I have gym till 11, and then you go. So I think your social circle and the people around you make a big
Matters.
difference.
Massive.
And the
Matters.
good thing
It
with me
does.
is that I've always had only those kind of people. They're all very conscious about having some kind of activity every
That's
day.
awesome.
Yeah.
My friends, my coach, my gym, my entire group in the gym, all boys, just mental. Like everyone's just crazy about
awesome.
fitness. Everyone crazy about progressing, crazy about looking good. Everything they're just too extreme about. Like let it be cardio, 5 people are on the treadmill running, all in. Like it's too good. Like having such friends.
That's awesome.
All my friends are too good. Like
It's honestly, the major point of this was to talk about how it's like loving the process, right? It's not only about getting to A to B and like once I reach B, then I'm gonna be happy. It's enjoying
Exactly.
it throughout, right?
It's a total life that has changed. Like fitness, getting into the fitness thing is total a life that has changed. Like I have survived after 2015, you can say. Like when I first entered the gym and started changing things, like how I eat, how I sleep, how I behave, everything mattered in this journey. Like past 3-4 years, everything who I was like in 2015, I am just that body in 2000. Sorry, not even that body, I'm just that soul in
The soul,
2019.
yeah, you're like a
Rest,
complete-
everything in me has changed. My eating habit, sleeping habit, talking, lifting, everything has just changed. It's a different life, like I feel.
And imagine where you're gonna be in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So a lot of us always, we're always like, we set goals. It's always great to have goals, of course.
Mhm.
But with that also comes the fact that we say, yeah, I'm going to be happy when like you said earlier, when
Achieve
when I'm
this,
here,
or-
and we have those long-term goals.
Mhm.
So when I lose those 40 kilos or those 30 kilos, or when I have this job, but during that process, it is very hard. Of course, like if I have to speak from my own experience, I'm like I've lost out on so many opportunities because I've always been so like I used to be that way. The process has now made me very confident about how I'm going and where I'm leading myself to.
Mhm.
But earlier I was always like, yeah, I'll meet my I'll meet my school friends when I've lost another 10 kilos. They'll be like, wow, you've lost weight, and so I missed out on meeting those people because probably I didn't lose those 10 kilos in that amount of time. Or also like I'm
This
going
was
to
initially you're saying
initially
like the
when I was
mindset,
younger,
yeah.
like I'm sure that a lot of people who will they recognize similar feelings towards this. But now, like when you
So I
have
know what
trial
she's
and
saying,
error,
like not going out because you are not in that great
Yeah,
shape, like
you-
which is so wrong. Like there have been so many instances like her where even I have avoided a meet, a social gathering is only because I don't look that great,
Yeah.
is only because I don't have clothes to wear.
no, you want
Like-
people to notice that you had a change, and if you don't, they'll be like, "What were you doing all this time?"
Self gratification
Yeah.
is what is more important
Yeah.
than
100%.
And
Thank you so
now
much for
during
saying
this
that.
journey, like you may have done this in the past 2 years or 2 years, like initially, but now I enjoy every single day as long as I'm happy and I know that I have
It's
done
something
every-
that evolved with time. It's hard
Yeah,
for you to say
yeah.
like I'm gonna love myself right now.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you start something new.
And
But-
the funny part is that people like they approach me like my sister looks up to me. She's fit and she's younger than me, and she's I realize I'm such an influence in her life because if I'm lifting heavy and she sees me pumping all my strength into that gym workout, and it automatically rubs off on her and another 2-3 girls that work out with me, and they want to work out with me. And so I realize that I influence other people, then why you keep doing it in a positive way. And there are so many people who are like, you may think that I probably should ask them what they are doing, but then they are asking me what I'm doing. And that's when you realize that you're doing something good, you're doing something right.
Right.
So keep going. And
yeah, like that is my Instagram DM. Such beautiful messages.
Yeah.
Like I wake up to such beautiful messages that I just want to get dressed, go to the gym,
Aw.
tag
Yeah.
that person like I am here for you. Like because of you I'm here today.
you do need that.
Like people
that
are
push a
beautiful
little.
with
They
their
really
words.
are.
Like people are
Yeah.
beautiful with their words. What they say, I don't know if they mean it, but when I read that, like I want to cry. Like what do I do now? But they are nice.
How touching. And to finalize this before, if you guys want to add anything at the end, we can do that. But what would be your advice for someone who's just starting out and they're having like a really difficult time, or they're just not seeing the results that they want to initially? Like, what would be your piece of advice?
See, personally, I feel that one demotivating thing is that weighing scale. Like, let it be even if you are checking like once in 15 days. But I doubt anyone has to, like, once a month is also when I would say, you shouldn't check. Until and unless those pictures on your cell phone, that mirror is speaking, I don't think so that, has to say anything.
Yeah.
And also, like what she said, there are long-term goals. Like everybody has a long-term goal, no doubt. Like down the year, I want to lose 20 kgs, 30 kgs. But there should be something that you are looking up to in the next 25 days also.
Yeah.
Like first, initially, what are you going to change in the next 25 days?
To get
that
that.
is going to help you
Yeah.
to get to
Yeah.
the 1 year
Exactly,
goal.
because that's super motivating, right?
Yeah.
Setting small goals and
Short-term
achieving
goals,
those. Yeah.
So I feel that's one thing. Like, like you set realistic goals for yourself. Even though whatever your weight is, like even if you're 200 kg, it doesn't matter. You will get down one by one. Like you'll go to 199, then 198. You wouldn't go like 100, 190, 170. Like so, you set like small realistic things for yourself to not be demotivated, to be in, also to have some good friends to go to the gym with, so that you have fun. So even if it's your first day at the gym, get a trainer so that you know what do you have to do and you don't go and stand dumb over there. Like
So important. Like form,
Form.
technique, get that down. Have a solid
Yeah.
foundation,
It's,
right?
I know
from
it
the
is a
start.
little expensive. It is a little payment, but it is your life. Rather than doing something wrong for coming 10 years or coming 5 years, spend that money for 2 months, 3 months. Get yourself educated. When you go to school, you pay your fees. When you go to college, you pay your fees. So this is also something like for learning, you pay a little extra. Get yourself corrected and continue with whatever you're doing. Like is what I'd love to say. To everyone over there.
Good tips. Thank you.
I really need to say that there are very few people who would want to interview someone who's midway through their journey. There are a lot of people who only interview, like they want to showcase, they want to feature people who have, like they have these drastic transformations. But to have someone like you who is interested in interviewing someone like me who's
This is
midway,
also motivating,
It is,
like
yeah,
Your story is
and
so
it's not about
incredible.
being motivated. It's just very good to know that we are so aware now that, and you're like, it's a very mature move. You're not just doing like someone who's lost 50 kilos or 60 kilos, but you're taking information and you want to share our views, and
But
it
women
means a lot.
lifting that much weight is also crazy. Like,
Super crazy. Very impressive. You
Like-
guys have to check her out
like
on
before,
Instagram.
before this, when we were chatting, she said she deadlifting some ridiculous amount that I have not tried till date.
How much was the deadlift again? Can we share some numbers?
Yeah, my max has been 150 kilos, where
I've never put that on bar.
deadlifted
I've
150
never,
kilos.
never.
And it's easy. You just need to practice, and you need the strength in your head, and mental strength is
It's called
everything.
modesty. It's not easy. Modesty.
And that's a wrap. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for us, leave them in the comment section down below. You already know where to find my wonderful friends. I will link their Instagrams here.
Hi guys, keep hustling, stay motivated, never give up.
Pursue to live your best life, and if we can do it, you can
Definitely you
do
can
it.
do it.
Bye guys, until next time.